one.
All right, everybody, welcome back here to High Button Sports for our next game here for the U16s at the High Performance Camp. My name's Jeff Warburton here. I'm on the call. Duder, the man calling the game last night, on color today. A little switch around, and we're just about ready to go here, dudes, on a hot day at the beginning of July. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's a fantastic day to be in the rink. Not that there's ever a bad day, but when it's hot like this outside, you're looking forward to being in the cold for a little bit. So happy to get it going, and real good game last night. We'll see what these kids got in store today. It was a busy day for them out in the heat. Had some off ice, a couple team builders, and looking forward to the action here as we get underway.
Puck dropped, and we'll get started here with another game as we are through the week here at the High Performance Camp at St. FX. That one sent down the left side. It'll be hustled down into the corner. Picked up and moved by Rogers. Rogers gets that over to his D partner, Scotland. Scotland with a little dish pass and then knocked up the middle. Good speed here by Justice Johnson. Johnson hands that off, and it's dumped in behind there by Sam Fleming. Sam Fleming works ahead from the corner as well. Still, and nice active stick there. Swooping in is Hunter Hood. Hunter Hood with the first turnover created of the game as that one's worked in around to Cluett. Cluett back to Sullivan. Tyler Sullivan tries to hit McKecker, his Truro teammate, as it heads down the left side. McKecker and steps in a shot, and it'll be covered up by our goaltender, Cale Campbell from the Gulls out of Tantallon, dudes. And 1 minute into this game, and not a bad start. Chances at both ends early.
Yeah, and a couple good crisp passes, and got the word that Mr. Sam Fleming was the top runner in the beep test. I think he got to, I think the fellas were saying, level 14, so I can't even count that high, and he can go to the beep test that long, and that's good there, and they should be thankful they didn't have to do it today.
Amazing. That's, if anyone's done the beep test, 14, a tough score to get, especially in front of all your peers. So Fleming has the athletic ability, and he's got the hockey ability, so good young player there as that one's played off from the right side. Quay McDonald looks to work it up ahead and scooped in, picked up, moved here up the wall. Stepping up for a hit. It'll be pushed back and behind. Grabbed by Jonah Ellis. Ellis up the left side. Hayden in behind. Gets that passed off, and a couple moves there from the corner. River Welsh shot, and the first official save down here at the other end as we get a look at Sam Berthume as number 83 down there taking on Campbell in our first period.
Yeah, I think that's what the number says, but I don't think that's Berthiaume down there. I believe it looks like Jack Bell to me, but
it says swap jerseys and forgot to tell us, dudes.
Yeah, I guess so. Nobody ever tells us. Why would we need to know?
Okay. Yeah. So I guess we'll be seeing Sam later wearing that other 87 jersey. So I guess that little graphic we did at the start's already outdated, Duder.
Yeah, well, we gave our best effort, and probably just a mix-up in the dressing room of some sort. It's pretty easy, though, when there's only 6 goalies.
That one sent back in behind, caught up to along the boards by Tucker Sinclair. Sinclair got it back and elects at the zone, and now picked up and sent down by Duncan Anderson. Anderson with a hard shot into those end boards, and now delayed icing gives plenty of time, but a big layout hit there on Carter Anderson the other way. In over the line and tripped up. That heads down to the right side corner, pushed up against the wall, and 2 Reds go flying as free puck down there in the corner. Evan McIntosh got that down to Tremblay. Tremblay tries to center. Worked over to the left side and back in behind. Quickly chipped around by Normore, and it'll come up the wall. Kept in by Green. Shot. Falls off, and we get a whistle as the net falls off the post there 3 minutes in.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of looked like there was no peg even in the net there, and it looks like it is behind the goal here. Or no, that's the puck, but came off super easy, and we did get word that down there in the goal is Leo Forrence.
Okay, so there we go. The adjustment of the jerseys. Like, okay, so 83 to 84, one number off, I guess. A little better.
Doesn't take much to throw us off up here, hey?
Nope. But that's all squared away. So Campbell versus Forrence here in the first period. That one's sent down to the left side corner. Quickly skated at and picked up by Charlie McLeod. Charlie McLeod back in behind the net. The Cougars power forward, looking to go to work along the end boards as he sticks with that puck. Ginnish from the corner as pressure from the Cougars defender, and now up the left side, try to dish that out front with a quick pass. It won't get through from Fenwick, and now up the left side, 3 red to 2 green. They're going to have to work quick, though, off the left, and easily knocked away by Patrick Quinn and played in behind. Pointed off there, picked up by Ginnish. And Carver with the heads-up play there, dudes. He saw Ginnish going in, he backed off, pointed at it, and they picked it up and were able to work it up the boards.
And communication is a big part of the game, and especially the older you get here, the more is expected from you in that department.
Picked up from the back end. Red's going to try to work that out as Gerard. A nice, smooth skating defender from the Halifax Wolverines last year. One of the bright spots on that team as it's sent down into the right corner and will be played by Campbell. Campbell slowed it down, but it's turned over to Green. Low shot, tipped in front into the glove, and quickly covered up, and an extra little hit there on number 17, Isaac Conley, I believe, coming from 84, Justice Johnson. Or 74 there, Nicholas McKenzie.
Yeah, a little extra shot after the whistle, and probably see a few more of those as this week goes on here, as we get in these tighter games and they face each other just a little more often.
Shot goes all the way around there, picked up by Hood. Hood turns it over, trying to get that in through the neutral zone, but Red still with it, and a nice pass back to Hood. Hood's going to chase after it. He'll be taking a man one-on-one with some nifty dangles down there, but can't get it through. Red still with possession. Played off to the ring line, played across left side, and it's harpooned towards the net there by Johnson. Comes out the other side as we battle up along the boards here to our right. Pushed into the corner and picked up. Johnson trying to get the quick hands going, and it rolls through the blue paint back to the blue line. From the blue line, low shot, breaks a stick there in front. Keep whacking away, and a little snapshot there by Hood. And save made, but Red pushing there for about a minute, and good little shift there by that line.
Yeah, looks like Grady Cohen had his stick snap, but if you're going to break a stick, blocking a shot's the way to do it. And he's going to have to head to the bench here, and hopefully that one's under warranty, Jeff.
I guess we'll have to ask his parents later. Friends of High Button, longtime friends actually. And some would even say the first people to give us a big tournament and give us a break. So always appreciative for them, but the broken stick, I don't think we'll be able to help you there. That one pushed up the middle, try to get it to the left side. It's hustled after Sam Ryan. Heads up play, shoots that back and behind, and it's grabbed by Jonah Ellis. Jonah Ellis up the right side. Slowed up through the middle, head down, and just dumped out of the zone. Shot back down and behind. Campbell tries to slow it up, but it falls all the way back to the ringette line and is dumped in there by Quay McDonald. Back in behind for Sam Ryan. Ryan back to the defender. Low shot, and it slows down. Campbell tracks it all the way through off the skate. Turned up the right side, trying to get something moving here up the zone. Mikkel Bottomley. Bottomley from the right side. He fans on it as it falls in behind. Bottomley gonna keep possession, plays that back down around and looking for the touch pass in behind. It'll head the length of the ice as River Welsh looking to get a little creative there below the ringette line, up above the circles. To the left side now is Red, keeping possession, stringing together a couple good shifts here as Duncan Anderson down the right side takes the hit to make the play into the corner, and a nice board battle coming out there. Red working away at it, and it's won there by Tanner Hayden. Hits the back of the net, try to catch up to it. Green, Jack Ginnish. Passed in across, now to the left side. Tremblay gives it away to Normore, but pressure on Normore as he fumbles for a moment, and it's chipped up here to the right side. Leading pass, stopped. Up ahead, and now Green tries to work it in from the left side, down by the ringette line. Tight to the corner, a nice move around as Hoyt got a man missing, and Evan Leiber went absolutely flying into the boards there as it heads down to the right side corner. One-on-one battle. It's pushed out there to Carter Anderson. Carter Anderson can't chip it by, and Paxton Levy just kind of swoops in behind him, and now it's a 2-on-2, and they'll still battle there in the corner. Lead pass, nice job picking up on that one. Evan McIntosh in the lead play to Tremblay. Tremblay looking for a shot, blockered away. Great pressure coming back there from Duncan Anderson. Lead pass here to the right side. Brendan Smith into the zone. Smith shoots it. Gonna wrap in around. Tremblay trying to pick up on it. He's under pressure there again by Anderson as the two go at it some more. Pushed off down there into the right side corner, and Tucker Sinclair sweeps in behind for his defender, Normore. Normore up the left side boards. It's slowed down by Levy. 1-on-1 now, 2-on-2 there on the half wall. Fished out. Green looking for a chance in tight. That one rolls back near the hash marks. Picked up now. Heading back the other way again, Smith. Smith finds an open lane. All the way up the right wing. He makes it about 95% of the way to the other side of the ice, and it's left in along the boards. They'll fight for it on the right corner. Centering pass. Goes the length of the ice. No ice as I was tipped on the way out. Slowed down here by Campbell. Campbell leaves it there for McKenzie. McKenzie up along the right side. Tries to play that back in, and a quick shot there just sent in by Ginnish as he'll fire it with all his power. Chipped at there on the right side boards. Trying to move it up here. Evan White gets into the feet and chopped in behind, and it'll finally be covered up there by Forrence, and we'll get a whistle here. Now only 11:32 to go in the first.
So Carver and Gerard going back in fourth here, and pretty physical shift there from Carver. A lot of chances down low, and he finished pretty much every chance he got on the body there. 4 or 5 hits there, and Gerard kind of took exception there, and they've been sharing words ever since here. So maybe a little bit of rivalry from earlier on in the year kind of resurfacing here.
Two guys that are pretty chatty and not afraid to, lead a conversation, and seeing them go at it on the ice there. An interesting little piece, and we'll keep an eye on that as, like you said earlier, the intensity is going to ramp up, and great intensity the first 10 minutes of this one. That was an extended time without a whistle, dudes, and the pace pretty good for a hot day in July.
Yeah, definitely one of the hotter ones out there, and had a chat with a couple of the players and asked them how they felt about the off ice, and it's just part of the process, right? It's going to see how guys play tired, and it's the same for everybody on the ice, so just going to have to battle through where the boys become men, as they say.
Back down there to the right side corner, big pile up as it gets chipped in behind, and try to move it around. It's slowed down by McEachern. McEachern looks to go up the left side. It falls back in behind for Gerard. Gerard taking his time and then sauces it. It's going to jump down, and a lazy icing there by Gerard. It'll come back the left side. 10:48 now to go.
Looks like a little bit of a line swapping here. Not sure if that came from up top, but trying to get different looks at different guys and kind of mixing and matching the old blender, if you will. Seeing how guys play with guys all the way through the system here.
Off the dot, it'll be into the feet. Johnson with a nice lead pass. It's picked up on, but they can't get it out of the zone as it's chipped off to the right side. Played to the middle, shot, and it's blocked. Nice job getting down to one knee, and a good hustle play coming out. That was Oliver Scotland who made the block and then hustled into the offensive zone, but it's from the left side. Back over to Cole Rogers. Rogers tries to play it down. It's intercepted by Green. Chip picked up by McEachern, and we get a whistle, and McEachern taps himself on the chest, taking responsibility.
That play there from Scotland's the kind of play that we're used to seeing from him. Straight line, hard-nosed hockey, and we saw a lot of that last season, and being a leader for that Rage team, he kind of took control out there, but no shy customer there to the rough stuff or getting down and sacrificing the body.
Yeah, that was our first real nice block of the game. That one played in along the left side as it'll head down to the hash marks, and now in behind, quickly knocked out to Burcham. Burcham from the corner with a lead pass, swept off the stick and chipped over. Scotland trying to pick up on that and working those quick feet, moving around nicely, gets by one and gets it to his teammate. Nice move there by Scotland into the left side corner, battling at it, 2-on-2, and a couple bodies on the exterior as well. 2-on-1 there for Red as they fight in the offensive zone. Nice job trying to keep it in. This stretch pass kind of just flicked on net there and sent the length of the ice. Another icing. 9:27 now to go in the first, so officially a sixth of the way through the game. Dudes, what are you seeing here so far?
Real good intensity here so far. You kind of thought that the fellas were going to be tired out here, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case here in the first, and it's hard to imagine the intensity getting higher in this game, but I look forward to that happening here. And one more note there, nice hands by Scotland going through the middle there. Looks like that super deker still getting used. And if you're unaware what that is, head down to our Instagram page and look for that clip from the showcase, and it's pretty funny. We had a couple different camera angles. We interviewed some guys, and we had some fun that day.
Definitely the all-star game, essentially. The showcase game is what they have in the U15 halfway through the year. It was located at Cole Harbor last year. Picked up down the left side. A lot of these guys would have been there.
Most of them, yep.
Into the end boards, picked up off the corner. Quay McDonald back in behind. McDonald kept in, tipped, and it bounces off a couple skates there in behind as Seaman first to that puck, and Sam Ryan chooses to battle him as they'll go in front. That puck worked over near the ringette line, pushed off to the boards. Picked up, head up, hustling. Cut back move here by Seaman. Ryan picks it up and now numbers the other way. Ryan, lots of space on the right side, rips a shot, won't get it through. Takes a friendly bounce to Welsh.
Nice
Welsh
pass.
with a nice lead pass. Take a hit to make the play down the right side. Holding, backhand is loose in front, and they bury it. And it's off the end of the stick there of Mikkel Bottomley. But a nice pass over. And that'll be 1-0. Our first goal coming just about 12 minutes into this game. 1-0 to score, and we'll head back to center. And really was a toss-up on who was going to get the first goal, and that was two sequences in a row, dudes. Right here at the circle, where you take the hit to make the play, and then down the right side, another chance. And as long as that puck's kind of open there in that blue paint, you got to trust these high-level U15 players will find a way to finish it off.
I just got to get it into an area for these guys, and River Welsh there took a real nice hit to make a play, and when that D-man stepped up, that's kind of what caused that odd man rush, and they were able to get in behind with an odd man rush, like we said, and they make no mistake there, even though it wasn't a clear shot, but a 1-0 lead here for Red.
It's not really easy to get too many looks like that with just pucks there and the goalie out of position, so to take advantage when it comes, good on Bottomley, and we all know Bottomley knows how to score a goal or two, so not surprised to see him be able to deposit that one into the back of the net for our first goal. Down the left side, that one's going to bounce off a shin pad into the end boards, and a nice little push there on Hoyt as they'll battle off the corner, and now looking for a lead pass. It gets sent up by Smith. Smith gets that pass over to Anderson. Anderson way down there into the corner. Covering for him is Tucker Sinclair. Put out in front. Normore's going to have to chase after it. He gets there, works it down in behind. It's in along the end boards, intercepted by Paxton Levy. Centering pass, shot into the mesh, and it falls down near our camera there. 7:02 now, and the pace continues to be strong after that first goal.
Looks like Ryland Patrick down to sacrifice theirs. He got a piece of that to send it up into the netting, and it looks like someone on red down there, based on what I know from these players, it looks like Tanner Hayden. Just down the hallway there, may have got a little bit of a scuff or something like that, but we won't know for sure until he comes back and we get the word from over there. So all we can do at this point is hope that he's okay.
Another man there on the green side with a red helmet, so a churro boy with the with his head down, so hoping he's okay after blocking a shot. So the shots are being blocked and the intensity is here for us all on a Monday night. Second game of the series. That one up the left side. Going to enter the zone. Into the feet. It'll be pushed off to the corner. Evan White gets a little chip at it, which helps his team out as it rolls up the left side. Back in behind for McEachern. McEachern cut back. He'll hand that off there to Sullivan. Sullivan looking for a lead pass. Right on to the money here. Carver down the left side. Tries to thread a pass through, and it'll be knocked into the corner. Carver picks up on it, though. Going to go to work down along the end boards. Gets that one handed off to Fenwick McLean, his Bedford Bandits teammate. The two older guys who helped lead that Bandits team full of rookies to the championship this year, who will be moving on, and Normore part of that group, Johnson as well, but a good battle down there, a good work down there, and now it'll be along the side wall, back to the blue line, shot too far. Picked up along the corner, White looking for it, and White playing some good defense there in the defensive zone. Passed off to the left side, and it's almost steered in behind again. Played back to the line. Gerard lifts that up and buys some time in behind. It's knocked off the stick, though, there by Sullivan. Down the left side, Sullivan with a pass in behind. It's grabbed and looking to go up the zone by McEachern. Passed off again, Carver back in behind From the end boards, Red's going to pick up. 5:18 left to go here in the first now, folks. McKenzie hands that off. Hendrik Gerard tips one, and it's near the glass here by us. Everyone ready to pick it up, and it's chased after by Burcham. Touched up, 5:03 to go.
Yeah, I don't know if everyone was necessarily ready to make that play over there based on what I saw, but they lucked out with the glass, and it's tough to live up to the last couple pucks out of play here where we had some really nice plays.
Definitely, and you know, the one benefit of coming here to the auxiliary rink and not being on the big rink is this tight camera angle we're able to provide to you guys at home is right on top of the action here, kind of similar to our Ice Jam streams there in January where you're able to really feel like you're a part of the play, and that is one of the benefits of being on this rink, so glad it's here. I mean, I remember when we first saw it was at the auxiliary, like, come on, but I feel like at this point with how close you are, the no mesh, it's really a no-brainer on which one's the better one for the fans at home. That one there on the right side near the ringette line. Gonna chip it down. It's intercepted by Johnson. Johnson hands it off. It's fanned on there by Cole Rogers down into the corner. Rogers chases his own mistake, picks it up. Hard pass to the left side, and they try to work it in across to Sam Fleming. Sam Fleming stops up and sends a lead pass that might be just too much off the mark, but it's waved off, so at least a battle down there for his guy on the end boards. And now coming in to help, it's swept in around by Hunter Hood. He was battling along the end boards. It's swept in by Green and sent up the right side. Try to stay on top of that. Scotland with a little chip. Green's going to grab it there as Grady Cohen works. Grady Cohen stays on it. It gets back to his defender, and it's overskated down the left side. Fleming steps up shot from a tough angle. Falls to the right side boards. 3:43 left to go in the first now. Into the end boards. Burcham handed that off. Tapped in front and just off the mark there for Justice Johnson, who was trying to square one up. Hustled back in behind, and a good hustle play there by Scotland, who's had a good first period here. Falls off to the left side now as he's have to hustle back, and it's shot low. Falls in behind for Bottomley. Bottomley lead pass here to Welsh. Welsh over to the left side, right on the money, stepping in, has to get by one. Does, but taken away by Sam Ryan. Down there along the end boards, though. Picked up, trying to spin it. Chops out in front, point blank shot blocked as Paxton Levy picks it up and gets rid of it in a hurry. Good release time there, dudes.
Yeah, great block there from Noah Hocko, and that's part of his game as well. Good shutdown D-man. Every now and then can jump in offensively, but mostly known for his physicality and his ability to clear the front of the net and make plays like that. So real good sacrificial play here in July.
Down the left side, it's tipped in front, and Green gets a little chance off it. Nice clean work there by Quay McDonald, and he'll still have it. Chips it in front to an open area. No one there. Red able to kind of come in and help, but they can't get it out. Now it's picked up. Quick, tight shot in front again. Madden Gillis can't get it by. It's Sam Ryan back to the line, stepping in with some room, and it slows down. Here on the left side, chipped out. Beautiful play there, picked up here by River Welsh. Welsh steps in, shoot. Nice save there. Torrance has been strong here in this first period. Chipped off into the corner, has made some good saves. Welsh, lots of pressure from Red, especially in the last 10 minutes, and it still remains 1-0. Back up the wall. Jonah Ellis turns it over onto the right side. Quay McDonald looking for a lead pass.
It's got to be on the tape.
Down the left, Sam Ryan, who's been out there for a while trying to get a change. In behind, Red looking for a push with 1:35 to go here in the first. Ducking in behind. Trying to grab it. Quay McDonald into the end boards, one-on-one. Red ready to pick it up. Bottomley fishes it out. Bottomley, stick handling, takes his time, shoots and scores through the 5-hole, and Bottomley finishes it off, and a great period there for the man from the Wolverines as he buries another and 1:15 to go in the first.
Yes, good Fairview boy down there working the corners. And, you know, you get one, sometimes you get him in bunches there, and you just got to start getting the puck towards the net. Looks like he simplified his game a little bit here, and he gets rewarded twice here in this period.
And he had that confidence to just hold on to that puck for the extra second, got himself into a good scoring area and fired one into a spot that he thought he could just kind of push it through Forrest, as Forrest is stopping a lot of the main shots on, so it's going to kind of take something like that again to beat him. And that one did get in behind, and bottomly, like I said, a guy who was a leader for that Wolverines team and kind of showing that leadership, picking it out of the corner, taking that extra moment. That one sent in, looking for more. 48 seconds. Back in through the middle. Onto the stick.
Nice.
Tried to stay at it, and it's a collision there. As Smith getting involved. Chipped over to the right side. That one in behind. Tremblay, the only green man. He's going to pick it up. Tries to play it through. It's knocked off the stick. Played over to the right side, Smith. Smith taking the time and space he's allotted there. Down, centering pass, and it rolls off the stick of Anderson, who is trying to shoot that on the fly. Anderson takes a bump, but it gets down to the right side corner with 14 seconds to play. Back to Anderson. Holds.
Smooth.
Nice moves there with the hands, but it turns over and intercepted by Tremblay. 5 seconds to go. Norrimore all over Tremblay, and it's sent in behind. 2-0 will be the end of the first, and a great first period here, dudes. Not too many whistles, lots of good chances, hits, and we'll be excited for the second after seeing that.
Yeah, and we'll be back here after a quick intermission for all the action once again, so see you in a bit. 1.
All right, everybody, back here for the second period. 20 fresh minutes on the clock. Good competitive first and 10 minutes of rest for these young ones, and we're back at it here. Dudes, period number 2, 2-0. Red got the slight edge there in that one. The green defenders did a good job, but gonna need a little more out of the offense here this period.
Yep, a really good period for Red. It just felt like Green came out a little bit slow here, but they had a little 10-minute rest, a little time to hydrate and recoup here, and hopefully they come out with just a little better effort here in the second period.
Duncan Anderson wires one in, and it falls to the left side, and it'll be sent in for Normore. Normore slows it down. Nice hard pass there to Anderson. Down the right side. Gets knocked off near the ringette line, and it's along the end boards. Trying to center that puck. Clear-cut chance, and it's fired wide there by Hunter Hood, who is right in the slot. Back out in front. Walking that blue line. Sent into the glove. Is that Burt down there? Deuter, it looks like that jersey swap has been completed, and we've got him on the left side.
Yeah, that is definitely him. Now you can tell by him being 11 feet over the crossbar down there, and I just recognize the gear now as well. It's one of those things that I use mentally to help identify the players.
That would make sense. Is Sorrento at the other side, Berthume at this side, and that'll be our goaltending tandem for our second period. Picked up here on the right side. Swept back in by Paxton Levy. Berthume slows it down, and it's into the corner. Both players skate in, slow up, and now it's worked back the other way. Guinish can't get it out as he tried to get the sticks going, as you would say. Down into the end boards. Guinish gets that off to the right side. Trying to play it up to the middle. Cluett tries to muscle one through, but it's into the shin pad and sent down by Gerard. Gerard back in for Guinish, and he's getting pressured, so he's going to work under pressure, get that up the wall. Can't quite get it out. They were almost there, but the hustle there of Brendan Smith, who I don't think he stopped hustling since the start of the game yesterday, helps create the turnover. Now it gets knocked over here to the right side. Grady Cohen. Cohen shoots. Steered to the right side corner. Grady pushed off to Cluett. Cluett gets knocked down. Puck still loose there for Green as they try to jump on it. Cohen with a push on Gerard, but Gerard from the corner, he'll stop up, still with possession. Henrik Gerard up the right side, slowed down in behind there as they tried to hit Sinclair. From the corner, stick handled McEachern. Up ahead, Gallant. Gallant from the end wall. He'll pick it up. It'll roll off the end of his stick, but Green working hard here to start the period as it's handed off. Tripped up. Ryan from the knees gets a nice saucer across, but about half a foot too high. Is almost dangerous there in the corner, but we'll continue on. Ryan centering pass. Slowed down again. Ryan backhand. Banks it off the back of the net. Tries to jam in on the right side. Another whack at it. Sorrento stays square. He had his eyes on that one all the way through. Skated over and back in behind. Sam Ryan. Sam Ryan back to the blue line. Slowed up. Shot. That one low. Sorrento steers aside. Back to Ryan. Ryan slowly passes that. It's tipped in front to the left side. Ryan again tries to get that centered into the feet. Sam Ryan working in behind that net like it's his office. Creating chances from behind the net, and it's chipped up the right side, and a nice save by Berthume as kind of recognized he had that man on the left side, waited for the pass to get through, and was able to be a step ahead.
It was almost a shift of Sam Ryan there. I think we mentioned his name 10, 11, 12 times there, but you said he hasn't stopped hustling since the first game, but as far as I can tell, since the very start of this season, he's been a workhorse for that Dartmouth team and continues to create chances just on hard work.
Absolutely, and 3-12 into this one. Is shot up the left side. Gonna fall in behind for Scotland. Scotland from the end board. Scotland stick handling up. Gets that pass to the Fleming. Fleming in over the blue line. Fleming pass off. Nice shot there and buried in behind by Charlie McLeod, who makes no mistake. Pass right on the money into the back of the net.
Yeah, it's just a great zone entry there from Team Red. Spread it out, coming in over the blue line. You would call it F3, the trailer, but they were kind of in the same line there, but a real good pass across the blue line. That's confidence, too. If that puck gets picked off, it's an odd man rush back the other way, but they make good on another opportunity here once again, and they take a 3-0 lead.
3-0 the score. Will get back to center and pushed to the outside of the circle and in here to the right side. Slowed up by Amaro. McLeod tries to get it through into the feet. Justice Johnson swept on, cut off from the hit, and they get it back to the Truro defender, Burcham. Burcham tries to dump that down, slowed up by Rogers. Now centering pass, chipped over to the right side again. Green with a good start to the period, so probably going to just try to forget about that one and continue on. Tremblay in behind. He'll try to get the pass out from the right side. Near the ringette line, it's looked to be chipped up out the corner, and Green with one whack at it. Still loose, but the whistle gets blown anyway. Not sure what that one was for, dudes, as he was stick handling it off the pads.
Yeah, certainly an interesting one there. It looked like the puck was free from our vantage point, but the referee in behind the play, and I think Sorrento will be pretty happy with that one with a few jerseys buzzing around that crease. But like you said, Green's getting their opportunity, and they've got some really good pressure down the offensive zone, but as soon as the puck goes back the other way, it seems like Red's capitalizing on the other end.
Yeah, Red scoring off the rush on that last chance, so it wasn't like they were set up. That one put towards the middle, and we'll try to cut back in. It'll go in between the legs down the right side, into the feet, trying to get it centered. Up on the hands of Fenwick and taken off the stick there, trying to center again and swept on. Fenwick spins it across, but it's turned over, and that one's just flicked in behind off the stick of Seaman. Up the right side wall. Slowed up, bounces to the middle. Nice between the legs. It'll be picked up by Fenwick. He'll pick it in stride down the right side, cuts to the middle, tries to get it freed up. Doesn't get very far, and Green can't get a shot off there off the rush. Pushed off into the end boards. Grabbed down low by Gillis. Gillis tries to get that back in behind. Hood picks it up. Hood gets the pass across, and it'll be skated at. White touches it up, and that'll be an easy offside call. 5:20 into the second.
Would have liked to see McLean shoot that puck there. He's got a real good, hard release, and he can snipe the puck. We've seen it all year, but try to make one extra move down there in the slot area. Use the D-man as a screen. With a release like that, you can fool him from pretty much anywhere.
Puck over here on the left. Knocked back in behind. Ginnish to Patrick Quinn. Patrick Quinn tries to go up the wall with it to Cluett, but it's cut back into the zone. Stick handled around in front. Save made. Ran off there into the right side corner. Chipped in behind and picked up Hayden. Hayden with a nice pass, and then it's shot back on deep into the green end. Once again, they're going to have to fish it out. Patrick Quinn takes his time in behind. Gets swept up the wall. Looking for a centering pass. Slow down. Top of the circle there. Passed and off the end of the stick. It'll roll up the board. Still alive, though. Normore in behind. Falls over to the wall for Cluett. Cluett can't get rid of it as Red with a good push here late, and it's pushed into the pad, and whistle goes there. 3-0 the score still, and a nice save by Berthume. And he's pieced together a couple good saves here on Green here in the second period, but has certainly faced some decent chances early.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a tougher outing yesterday and caught himself out of position a couple times there, and they found the back of the net a few times, but a real strong start for him here so far in this one.
Back down low, trying to get that in around the boards. Green will touch it to the left side. Carver with a no-look chip pass. They're going to have to chase after it. Carver picks up on it in over the blue line. He'll stick handle, gets it over with a nice dish pass. Shot off the stick and try to jam at it in front. Back to the middle, low shot. Comes off to the corner there, Sam Ryan. He plays it down to the right side. Red trying to muscle it through again, just whacking away at it, but Ryan picks up on it. Ryan flicks it in down the left, and it'll be hustle off into the corner. Move by Anderson. Nice job there to get it freed up, but lazy pass by Smith results in a turnover, and it's knocked into the shin pads. Sullivan gets it to the left side. From the end boards, Anderson gets pressured. Stolen from Gallant. From that corner, Hustled after, one-on-one board battle. Duncan Anderson comes out with it. He's able to stick handle, a nice lead pass, gets it off. Slowed down and chipped up ahead by Levy. Levy can't get that to his teammates in red, though, as it's sent the length of the ice for an icing. 12:29 to go. We almost approach halfway. No penalties yet here, dudes, as they're letting them play.
Yeah, pretty clean play so far. Just good hard board battles and not a whole lot of like extra stuff after the whistles or anything through the middle there. Just guys trying to play hard and prove their points out here and get the puck to the net.
That one forward as Green will pick it up. Looking to get the next one here. Need the next one. Hoyt down the left side. Chopped out of harm's way there by Nicholas McKenzie, who tracked that one well through the middle. From the left side corner, McKenzie pushing away. Up ahead onto the stick and backing off. Green creates a little turnover there, trying to stay up with it. Lead pass up ahead by McIntosh. Gets it to Tremblay. Tremblay passes to the right. Shot too high as it rolls up off the stick of Hoyt. Tried to get that into the right side, top shelf. Really close there to Green's first goal. Back into the middle. Gerard walks it in pretty far. On the right side. Picked up. In through the middle. McIntosh fires it to the end boards. Sorrento backhands that to the corner, and it'll be hustled out of the zone here by Nicholas McKenzie. McKenzie in over the blue line. Poked off the stick there, and it's back the other way for McIntosh. Fenwick McLean picks it up off the rush. He has some time and space here. Steps in, shoots there. And that was his first real good shot here, dudes, and he wires it. Sorrento able to block it away.
Yeah, I mean, well, you just saw his shot there and the release, very deceptive as well as hard. And you got the defenseman backing in like that when you're attacking with speed. You got to rip that puck, and this time he does. And I don't think Sorrento even really saw it, but he was in good position to make the save.
Yeah, Fenwick, basically exactly like you said. He had 2 chances at it. The second time he elected to shoot, so was able to think about it, and hopefully a few more shots from him off the right side there. That one up ahead is one of the elite shooters in the U15 League, obviously. One of only 4 people in the history of the U15 League to break that 50-goal mark, I believe. And we know he can deposit the puck. Still waiting to see it here at this camp, though.
And you know the coaches, when they get back to the bench, they're going to be telling him to shoot the puck a little more.
Rolling in behind and dangerously close. Ran off into the wall, and a 2-on-2 will head the other way. Has to stay on there as McDonald tipped off, and the net off the mark again, and that'll result in a whistle. But another hard rush outside the zone, creating some sort of chance there, dudes, from Team Green.
And it all starts with good zone entry. Once again there, they are able to spread things out there. And if they don't have anything at the blue line, one thing I like that Green's doing is getting it in behind the defense and trying to work in below the goal lines there. And, you know, maybe not getting the grade A chances, but they're still getting, like we said, their sustained pressure, and they're getting their looks. They're just waiting to kind of penetrate those scoring zones to make something happen.
Picked up in behind there, and Seaman's going to circle out from the end wall and sent up the right. Going to be up to Patrick Quinn. Patrick Quinn near the red line, chipped up ahead from the left side, pokes that in behind, grabbed by Levy. Levy had the lead pass, but turned over. Green leads again and picked up with some room. Grady Cohen, he'll head down the left side. Cohen steps in, shoots, and it goes wide. First chance for Gico here in this game. Played off to the wall, goes off a skate and hustle and bounces back the other way, and good hustle here by River Welsh into the end boards again. Welsh taking on Patrick Quinn one-on-one. Welsh gets the pass off. Center, it's stopped. Back into the corner there, Bottomley. Bottomley tries to center. Picked up Cluett, and now the arm goes up, and our first penalty of the game. And a puzzled player here. Number 80, Bottomley, is 9:36 to go, and we'll have a power play.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the call was there. It looked like a good clean hit. I mean, he had the puck, lost possession, and what do you do when you lose possession? You go and get it back. So I missed the call there for the official, but I mean, in my opinion, that's just a good hard hockey play. But one thing I want to touch on real quick before we head to the face-off is Grady Cohen there on that last rush before he started to head up ice. Quick shoulder check. He wanted to see where his teammates were coming from and see if he had time to kind of ease up and need some ice for that trailer, but not quite in the play yet, so he elects to shoot. Those are the little details, Jeff, that we talk about all the time. knowing where your players are before it happens, and that's Gretzky special is what they call that.
Down the left side, in over the blue line. Gonna hold on as Ryan gets a centering pass, shot there, and it's blocked in behind again, and getting closer and closer on every rush here is Team Green. From the corner, Sinclair gets a whack at it as it heads up the left side. Down into the hash marks. Chipped on in behind. Jonah Ellis gets it off, and now it's sent the length of the ice. The PK unit going to work here with 1:13 to go. Team Green still looking for goal number 1. They've had their looks, but haven't been able to get by Sorrento or Cale Campbell. Touch pass turned over, and now the other way. Tucker Sinclair off to the races. Tucker shoots in just off the pad into the right side. Tucker again tries to snipe. It falls in behind. Some pressure there out of the corner. Picked up in a lead pass, grabbed by Carver. Carver gets it over to Ryan. Ryan's going to enter off the left side. Some pressure there as Anderson takes Ryan on one-on-one. Coming in for some help as well, Gallant. Down low from the corner, Ryan to Carver. Carver gets a shot on. It bounces off the side of the net into the corner. 27 seconds to go on the power play. Back to the blue line, into the right side. Bertram just shoots that along the end boards. Carver gets to it first. Turns it over, but then they get it right back. As Red not able to corral. Anderson broke it up a little bit, but Green still with possession. Down to the right side corner. Carver into Amaro.
Nice read.
Cut off. Carver still with it. 2 seconds to go on the power play, so it'll go to 5-on-5. Played back for Ryan. Ryan getting pressured. He's going to move the sticks, and it'll get going back in behind. It'll be a race, tagging up on sides. Justice Johnson played off until the right side, and good job by Berthum to take away that, but it's passed in front. Another chance, and can't get it through. Nice play there by Bertram. Dudes, it went off his skate and took away what could have been a tap-in back door. Up to the right side, Tremblay. He'll get knocked down into the corner. In behind, quickly circled on by Anderson. 7 minutes to go here in the second. Up the wall. Carter Anderson goes down. Justice Johnson tries for it, but Green still pushing. Back in behind for Duncan Anderson. Duncan Anderson drops that puck off to Sam Fleming. Cut off along the boards, and a good hard battle there in open ice. Trying to stay with it. Green ends up with it, and it'll fall in behind for Hoyt. Austin Hoyt up the right side. Wraps the boards for Duncan Anderson. Tremblay in there, centering pass, and just on the backhand, they try to play it, keep it in the zone. Over to the left side. Hawko, shot, wraps around again. Into the zone by Carter Anderson from the end boards. Tremblay behind the back, tries to dish one out. Almost onto the stick there of Evan McIntosh. A tough one to corral there as it goes into the right side. And the big man down there, Ethan Normore, getting that puck in deep using the hands. Red, though, shot into the left side. Good entry there by Normore. Not afraid to get out of his comfort zone there in a big moment, dudes, as Red desperately had to get out.
Yeah, you could see him trying to, he knew he wanted to make that pass just inside the blue line, but they just kept taking away the option, so he just continues on. So real good confidence play there from Normore.
Down to the left side corner. Nicholas McKenzie tries to get it in behind to Gerard. Up the wall with it. Grabbed by Hoyt. Hoyt into Gillis. Madden Gillis over the blue line. Chopped off to the left side. Hawko able to get that free. Quay McDonald passes it off. Quay McDonald skates it down, from the right side. McDonald still with it. Nice pass back to the blue line. Stepping up for a shot. Doesn't get through, and another shot. Sorrento on top of it as a quick one off the stick of Fenwick McLean, and his second shot snaps off the stick pretty nicely there.
Yeah, looks like he may have gotten a message or just realized on his own. Sometimes more elite players kind of pick up things as they go and make the adjustments on the fly. But like I said, man, if I had a shot like him, I'd be shooting all the time.
Yeah, that's probably a pretty good guess that he went back to the bench after that one chance and said, all right, time to start shooting. It looks like he's making a concerted effort to now.
Put on quite a bit of size. Fenwick over the last little bit there. We're going to call it the spring.
Passed across on the right side. Berthum Again, reading that backdoor option really, really well and getting over. Uses those big legs to kind of cover a lot of the bottom of the net, and if you can start to read and know where the players are there and use that size, you're going to take away a lot of goals that they're probably thinking are gimmies.
And at that size, you put yourself in good position down there in the crease and keep yourself, positionally sound. You're going to make a lot of saves that you normally wouldn't make.
Definitely. The NHL drafts for size and goaltenders, and Berthume's always had that on his side and used it to his advantage pretty much perfectly for a U15 goaltender. Back in behind. Trying to play that again. It's into the right side. Evan White tries to go up the middle. Patrick Quinn chips it off to Fenwick. Fenwick on the right side. He'll cut around and lose an edge, but still with the puck. Doesn't give up with it. Goes down the right side. Takes a push inside 4 minutes as they battle hard down there. Green comes out with it. Grabbed. Cut move inside by Guinish. Guinish bound to Fenwick. Centering pass, and a nice one there as it's a little too hot off the press there for Conley, but it's back in front. Fenwick tries to go from an impossible angle. Stays in. Down to the right side corner. This green line buzzing like a lot of their shifts have been, but similar to a lot of the other shifts, nothing coming from it yet. Back and a bad turnover into the middle. Shot, save made by Berthume. It was right on the stick of Paxton Levy and got the jitters there, and a great opportunity for Red. Won't go in though, so 3-0 still the score. 3:10 to go. Scotland in behind. Scotland up the left side. Picked up by Hood. Hood up through the middle. Mikhail Bottomley off the left side near the hash marks. Dished across, slowed down there in front. Nice play by Conley. Tries to find a pass here in front, but it's just going to be moved up the wall and in behind to Cole Rogers. Rogers to Scotland. Scotland makes a couple moves and a nice dish pass and gets it back. Nice job there between Scotland and number 83, Hunter Hood. Down the right side, still with it. Blocked off the shin pad of what I think is Sullivan, but now the other way. Clear cut, 2-on-0 with Cohen. He's going to elect to shoot. Backhand, can't get it. Cohen with another chance. It was Conley and then Cohen. No goal there, 2:21.
It's a tough break there for Green. Not often you get a 2-on-0, especially at this age group, but at least they get a shot off. I guess we're going to pull positives. But a real good breakout back there. Red's been breaking out of their zone I'm not going to call it easily, but they've been putting themselves in good opportunities and good positions to get that puck out of the zone. And Scotland there, when you push that puck off to that left wing side and you guys lock eyes there, you're just hoping that Hood's picking up on what you're laying without even saying anything, and they did a great job of breaking out on that return pass.
Textbook by those two guys for Red for sure, as the intensity continues to be high here off the left side. Rolls up off the blocker and will be picked up. That's actually Sinclair. Sinclair up the right side. Sinclair hands it off to Smith and it exits the zone. Shot back down by Seaman in behind. Griffin McEachern. McEachern cuts back with 1:49 to go here in the second period. Pass gets off to Sullivan. Sullivan shoots that in behind. It'll wrap all the way back around for the Rage forward, Camden Gallant, and he'll get it off. Carver has to exit the zone. Trying to work under pressure here. Carver picks it up and pressured there by Fleming, and Fleming wins that battle. Down to the right side corner, centering pass. Tremblay shot, save made. Another chance at front, and Berthume with a good save off the blocker. All over that one, and Berthume has faced some great quality chances, has made some great quality saves. Down to the right side corner, trying to push off on it. Tremblay picks it up the left side, trying for that pass, back onto the stick of Gallant. Extended shift here for this line. Gallant has it knocked off his stick. Back in behind from Ellis. Fished off the corner. Tremblay centering pass, slowed down. Here for Smith. Smith looking for a lane, 44 seconds, and he's going to find it here in front. Smith, Deeks shot, and save made as the net goes off as this save is happening. And that'll get a whistle, 36 seconds to go.
And that was interesting for me, but a good flash of speed, as I just looked like the defender got caught flat-footed there. But right now, Berthiaume looks like the Berthiaume that we've seen over the course of the last season, where he is dialed in right now, and it's going to take a deflection or a rebound or a greasy one to get by him right now.
Definitely locked in. And like I said, high quality chances leading to high quality saves down there for Sam, down the right side. Trying to steer on. It's off by Sorrento, who's also obviously been real solid this period, hasn't let one in.
Love watching Sorrento. He kind of knows exactly where the traffic is coming from at all times, and that's kind of where he, uses that rebound control to his advantage, where he'll push it off to an area where he knows there's not going to be any pressure.
He's a very calm goaltender back there, dudes. The opposite of sporadic is what I would say for him, and just able to, use that calm personality of his to his advantage, and made some really big saves under pressure that period, and definitely something people are going to be looking out for going forward. But 3-0 after 2 here, as we're going to head to another break and be back for our third and final period in about 10 minutes. All right, everybody, welcome back here for the third and final period here of game number 2 of the under-16 high performance camp. Monday Night Hockey here as we're ready to go, dudes. Period number 3, 3-0. The score here, in green trying to break through here desperately like they have been for about a period and a half.
Yeah, real good second half for Team Green there in the second period, much better than the first, and now they just have to translate that into some goals. And they got a fresh tendy, fresh meat, as they say down there in Maddox Newman, and then in the far net is Jack Bell. So both goalies making their first appearance here in this game naturally.
Back in behind, trying to get that puck centered, and it's going to be up the left side. Smith into the zone. Passed off. Shot down the left side, going to have to hustle after that, Cole Rogers. Rogers goes around for McLeod. McLeod gets it through to Smith. Smith hustling hard into the zone here up the right. Drops that pass back. Low shot, and nice blocker save there by Newman. And with 19:09 to go here in the third, the first minute, and the shot and save.
41 seconds into the period, Jeff. Yeah, as a Valley Wildcats well represented here in both sections of the tournament. I think 10 players overall, so always nice to see multiple players from the same organization in the different calibers and different age groups here.
Picked up here on the left side, try to chip that one through. Lead pass, and it's going to fall in behind for Amaro. Amaro from the right side. Amaro tries to lift that in. Carver going to pick it up. Carver up into the zone. Nice pass there. Ryan shoots and scores as he muscles it through Jack Bell, and finally Green on the board here, 3-1.
That's a tough first opportunity there for Bell, as he's definitely going to want to have that shot back, but you know, sometimes I don't want to make excuses for the goalies, but I can't imagine myself coming in there after 2 full periods and trying to make a point-blank save there. But that's kind of how you draw it up for Green here. You want to get one early in the period and get back to work.
All right, 18:44 to go here in the third, and finally breaking through. So something must have been working there in the dressing room, dudes. And a big hit right down below, almost knocks our monitor over, as Gillis was the receiving end of that one. And down the right side here, Fenwick McLean steps in, and a nice shot there off the mask. Fenwick chases that puck in behind. He'll go down as Jonah Ellis works at him, but we'll continue on. Back over to Fenwick. Fenwick from the corner. Chips that pass back, received nicely by Quay McDonald, sent in and gloved down there.
Yeah, definitely needed a goal early here if you're Green to get back in this one, and now they're only down by 2 here real early on, and Bell seemed to have settled in there right after that early goal, so have a face-off down there, days left.
At least one good save in there, dudes. Definitely got it. Actually got a nice one off Fenwick, so 2 in a row there for Bell, as I feel like Green's going to be pushing hard here in this third still, so it's going to be a chasing after the game sort of situation here for the third, and it's good here for these, you know, evaluators to see kind of how they play out at different spots. Green's been chasing the game for over a period, breakthrough once, so now it's kind of, can these guys on red hold on to a lead, and can Green push a lead?
Yeah, definitely scenarios that you're going to want to see them in, especially as the tournament happens in October. You're going to be down in games, you're going to be up in games, and you're going to be tied, right? So you want to know what you're working with before the tournament even starts.
Remember, they are trying out for the Q Cup, which is in October. Typically up there in Moncton, jumps around, but they are doing the Q Cup and takes on New Brunswick and Newfoundland and PEI. So that's what these young men are trying out for. Pass to the middle, shot, nice save there as it snapped off the stick, and I don't know who got a piece of that, if it was Bell or the post, but now Bell's jumping around left side. Tremblay buries it as he's waiting there on the doorstep, and a nice finish there. The push continues, and now it's 3-2.
Yeah, Team Red on the heels here early on in the third period, and you can see now, Jeff, a lot of life over there on that Green bench, and it just looks like to me like they've been sticking to the process here. Not that they've played bad, they just came out a little bit of flat in the first, and Red kind of capitalized more on their opportunities throughout the game, but then just like that, they're back in it.
Pushing and pushing and pushing, and we said once you score 1, you'll see how the response is. Well, 2 are in the net, and Tremblay, who's kind of known more as a passer, looked pretty relieved to dish that one into the back, and that one Now into the mesh and falls down in behind. So 3-2 the score, 16:57 to go here in the third. And another face-off. Tight game here now, and exciting stuff, dudes. I'm really impressed with how these guys did. Pretty much worked out and grinded through a heat wave today, and now giving us and the people at home some entertainment.
Yeah, and I had a chat with a couple of the familiar faces and asked them how the day went and the heat and all that jazz. But, you know, like we said, that's kind of the stuff that builds character down there, and it's nice to see them pushing through a little bit of adversity.
And picked up from that end board, dished off, and Smith, who has received pretty much every pass here perfectly, gets his own pass back, and it's shot from Justice Johnson and goes in behind. So Red maybe looking to score one here to stop the momentum. Gerard gets at it. Green trying to stay on top of it. Chips off to the right side near the hash marks. Spun off into the corner. Bounces off the stick, and now board battle for that is Johnson in on it, taking on 2 Green, and now Smith coming in to help. Fished out and worked ahead by Cluett, but still battling for that down low. So Red with a good bounce back shift here. Picked up. Cluett over to the right side. Can't get it centered as it slows up to Smith. Smith in behind. Sullivan to McEachern. McEachern leaves pass. Chips off again and worked in from the right side there. The Bombers defenseman Nicholas McKenzie into the corner. McKenzie goes down. Pushed that puck all the way in. Was covered by Charlie McLeod. Works around the wall again to McKenzie, who's still down low, and he's getting a little frustrated, and he'll get a penalty, and the glove and the stick go flying, and a little aggressive, and that'll get the boys pumped up on the bench, Duder.
I'm not going to lie, that got my heart rate going a little bit. Love to see the intensity down there, and sometimes these guys battling so hard they get caught up in the moment, and little things like that come from it. But I don't think the coaches are going to be too upset to see a little aggression here from these players, especially after a busy couple days.
Drawing a penalty along the end board, so getting in the kitchen a little bit there, McKenzie, and now it'll be a 2-minute power play. 15:24 to go in the third. Face off to the left. Picked up and fired up the boards by Rogers.
Real good face-off play there from Red just to win that back and get it out of the zone.
Slowed down Burcham, so Green really now with a chance to try to take over and tie this game up. It was 3-0 for a large portion of it. Knocked off of it, tries to stay through. Skated up by Burcham. Burcham from the left side. He'll take the room given down all the way to the left and puts it through the blue paint, no one home. Carver gets it back to the blue line. Stepping in with all sorts of time now towards the middle. Shot in there, tight. Bounce back to the blue line again. Burcham, Carver, shot high, slows down. And was that a slap shot there by Carver?
It was, yeah, the half clapper, and it got up and hit Scotland, looked like in the earlobe there, and he didn't even flinch at it, and that's pretty much all over Scotland to a T there, but what a rip from Carver just off that back foot.
Sam Ryan gets it over to Burcham. Burcham to the right side. Hawko, shot, rebound, jumping around there in front. Jack Bell trying to stay solid back there and hold on to the lead. Scotland in over the blue line and brings it back, and that was a tight one there on the line. A little funky though, and it'll get the whistle.
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't have called that offside in this scenario, but hey, when you're out there as an official, it's probably not this guy's first game. Every now and then it's just a reaction, right? Sometimes you get that puck and your brain tells you to fire it down the ice. It's no different for the officials there. He called what he saw, and no harm done there.
So 48 seconds to go on the power play. Gets it back in behind for Anderson. Carter Anderson plays it across to Hawko. They can't get it cleared up, and not the greatest power play here for Team Green as Quay McDonald circling around, all sorts of speed into the zone, showing off his wheels here. Back to the blue line, played over to the right side. Anderson down to the right side corner. They'll go 2-on-1. 2-on-2 now, 18 seconds to go in the power play along the end wall. Now 3-on-3 and just killing the seconds off here. Great job down there by Jacob Seaman, who's been strong defensively from the first shift on. That one tipped off the left side, and it was free for a half second. Put in front, nice glove save by Bell. Snapped off the end of the stick there by Gillis. Left side, Dished off, another chance in front, gonna hand it off, looking for the perfect chance there. Back to the blue line, low shot blocked. We're back to even strength, but Green trying to build off the momentum of the power play. Jack Bell's gonna cover it up and get the whistle.
I'll tell you what, Jack Bell's been some sharp since giving up that goal early, and Green just firing everything at the net, rightfully so, but just can't get anything through the red core here. They've been doing a good job of collapsing in front of that net and covering the scoring zone in front, protecting the house, I guess, if you will, and giving their goaltender a lot more help here.
One back clean by Tremblay, low shot in there, and it'll just rise into the logo and be covered up again.
One thing I'm sure that the coaches look for in the goaltenders is how they react and how they, how their body language is after giving up an early goal, something maybe that they didn't like giving up or something uncharacteristic of their style. So far, so good for Jack Bells. He's been very calm ever since.
Picked up there, trying to get a lead pass, but it's off the skate. Worked back around by Guinish. Guinish head up. He'll look for some space and find it and just jump it into the left side. Getting covered for by McIntosh is now it'll be headed back the other way, and McIntosh forced to switch to defense here as it goes 2-on-2 left side. McIntosh on it, and he makes the play and then gets some help there by Guinish, who was on the rush back. Duncan Anderson steps up into that one, and it moves to the middle. Anderson pokes at it, back in behind. Tremblay in over the right side, has some room. He'll step up, shoot. Blocked off the stick in behind, and a good active stick there by 75. Ethan Normore taking away a good chance.
Yeah, Ethan Normore, sorry. He's a Dano-like reach out there. Always got that stick on the ice, and that's a big thing when you're a defender trying to get that puck or your stick in those lanes. Disrupting pucks is a big part of the defensive play, and he does a great job there.
And good game out there for Normore. Honestly, one of the more noticeable players here tonight, as not only was he getting out of his comfort zone by rushing it up, but he's also been part of this decor that's held Green at bay, but will now be the end of that as a nice kick away save there down the right side and off again here. Sam Fleming over the blue line. Slows up again. Trying to get it up the wall. Stick lifted a few times by Cluett. Into the zone. Green flicks it up again. Slowed down for Justice Johnson. The shifty forward works over to the left side. He'll step in, tries to pass across. Now it's a foot race back the other way, but Duncan Anderson is going to win that all day long.
Yeah, I'm not liking in not too many people's chances in a foot race against Duncan Anderson, especially with a little bit of a head start there. He can, he's just as fast backwards as it seems as he is forward, so pretty good skill set to have there for Anderson.
Duncan Anderson, one of the star D-men of this U15 league, and a guy we like to say has the clutch gene. Scored in the bronze medal provincials and I believe at the ACC before, and likes the spotlight. That one from the corner.
He just wants the puck at all times. Every time he's out there, you can see him. He's looking to head up ice. He's in the offensive zone trying to be an option, and he's just puck hungry all the time, and that's part of his success.
Sam Fleming got that back in behind. It'll roll up the wall. They try to push it forward here. Charlie McLeod, who has a goal in this one, and it's freed up under the glove. And Maddox Newman gives away a freebie, and that one, a tough dagger here halfway through the third. But still lots of time to go, but Sinclair, the one to jump on that puck.
Yeah, you feel for Maddox Newman there, just trying to freeze that puck, but just couldn't quite corral it enough. And you know what? Sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles, Jeff, and he's going to want that one back, but hopefully Green can jump back in here and help out their goaltender and get a couple back here for him.
Back in behind there to Burcham. And Newman's playing pretty good. He's been squared up to all his pucks. Just one of those ones, dudes, where when you're a goalie, sometimes happens. Gets under the glove. He was all over it, had it tracked, and the unfortunate thing about the high performance camp is these guys so skilled, you have probably even less than half the time you normally would if you make a small error like that.
Yeah, and one thing about Newman, too, is that goal's not going to make or break what they know about him. He had an absolutely ridiculous season. Him and Aaron Meaden there down in the valley, a big reason of their success. So that's not going to make or break. They know what he's all about down there.
Definitely, and shakes it off, and goalies, mentally strong is part of the job description as Carver tries to wrap that one around. Save made off the pad. 10-10 to go here in the third, so we're officially into the back half of the third period here, just about. And what are you thinking for here in the last 10-10 to go.
Well, I'm liking what Green's doing here, just firing everything towards a goal. Even there, that shove play at the back post for Carver, and the opportunity to meet him yesterday. And he's a fun guy. He's got real good energy out there, and it just looks like no matter what happens, he's kind of got the same energy and the big smile on his face.
A captain of the Bandits last year, so certainly a personable young man. Picked up, trying to dish that one out. It slowed down. Good hustle there by Fenwick McLean, but the whistle goes, and the puck will be down here to the left, and now officially inside 10 minutes. We'll be back at it again tomorrow night with another game. Bringing you the action here out of St. FX. Next weekend, we'll be heading into the female portion, so we still got quite a few days into this one. Monday night, though. No better Monday night hockey in Nova Scotia at this point in the year than right here, I can promise you that. These guys all trying to qualify for a big team. That one swept to the middle. A nice chance at it again. Loose on the left side. I don't know if Newman got a pad on that, but stayed square. And a chance taken away, and a real good one. Back in behind from the end boards. It's going to wrap around for Liver. Liver, who was my player of the game here yesterday, dudes. Still looking for his first goal here tonight.
Yeah, played a real good game yesterday, 200-foot game, and that's part of what he brings to the table out there.
Highlighting his skill set early in the camp was Liver. Shot in, 9:03 to go here in the third. And looks like a change coming for Green, and now Red's going to get the nod too, at least on the forwards. And that'll be out there. And you can see here on the bench, I mean, these defense are not used to having this many D. You see Normore sitting back there waiting his spot, and just kind of how the cookie crumbles, as you said earlier. A lot of D to take a look at, so 4 pairings back there. Not the norm for any of these guys. They're probably used to playing a large portion of every single game they play in. So a bit of an adjustment for them.
And that's part of it as well. You know, you have an extra set of D out there. You know, you want to make good on the shifts that you do get. That's kind of the whole idea between the 20-minute periods. But like you said, you want to get out there and make an impact as fast as you can, because you just never know what's going to happen in your next shift.
Chipped across here to Seaman. Seaman to the end boards. Newman plays that into the corner. It's going to be chipped up the wall. Tremblay tries to stay on it, but it's back in behind for Seaman again. Seaman with another nice pass here. Gets it up ahead to Bottomley. Bottomley picks up and dishes into the end boards. Bottomley with a strong game here in game number 2. Trying to get that moved up the left side. It's into the feet. Guinish in over the blue line. Guinish to the top of the circle. He'll hold on, try to go between the legs. Tremblay with it now. Shot in tight, rebound here to the right side, and it bounces away from number 8 there, Guinish. Lead pass, that one onto the mark for River Welsh. River Welsh down the left side. Welsh steers it in front. Newman with the cover, and inside 8 minutes to go. Man down there on the right side, but a friendly tap on the chest from McEachern. Saying, didn't mean to do it, Hayden. All good.
Yeah, one thing there was that one-on-one back the other way. It's something that we touch on all the time, Jeff. Someone covering for that D-man. Guinish got caught up in the play there. Nobody stayed back, and back the other way with a good offensive chance.
Picked up on the right side. It's chipped in behind, and now a foot race to it, and scooped up by Ellis. Jonah Ellis looking to get it up. Cut a play by Justice Johnson. Like I said, a shifty forward and showing his skills again, trying to work up the left side. It's scooped up. Passed off, turnover in front, shot off the stick, I believe, and quickly on the stick and off the stick by Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson can really rip it. You may look at him and think, oh, you know, maybe not have one of the hardest shots on the ice, but he can really rip that puck, and he gets it off quick.
That one just trickling by on the left side. It'll bounce in there for Grady Cohen. He can't get it up the wall, but now he has another chance at it. Gets it up ahead to Isaac Conley. Back to Cohen. Green looking to get back in this game. Pass to the middle. Shot. That one goes high off the end of the stick of Cluett. Back to Cohen. G-Co from the corner. Back to the blue line. Right side, trying to spin out of it. In along the end boards. Grabbed by Cluett. In behind and Sullivan okay with just firing that into the end wall. Seaman going to pick up on it. Pass again, right on the money
tape
here. Right side. Goes low by Fleming into the corner. Trying to poke at it, still on top. Hits the boards of Sullivan. Sullivan behind the back, gets it to Burcham. Burcham looks to go up the wall, slowed up. 6 minutes to go. We've found a bit of a lull here. Still high intensity, but not too many scoring chances the last few minutes. That one picked up from behind, trying to center, can't get it through, and now swept on, goes under the stick of Paxton Levy, who seems to be right close to a goal here, dudes, but hasn't been able to figure it out fully.
He's been in the mix a lot here.
Man in front here for Green, passed off too hard from Sam Ryan. Would have been a tough one to corral down the left side. Again, Levy looks to work that into the zone. Some pressure there. Nice push by Levy.
It's crazy how little that move works, but how much it's tried.
Yeah, the old put to the left side, go around the right, pick it up on the behind the defender there.
Just trying to go under the stick and cut to the middle for that optimal shot there. If the D-man's going to step up with the blue line, and you're attacking with speed, chip it in behind, make him work in behind the goal lines. I know you want to get the beautiful goal and the nice dangle, but sometimes simplicity is the best thing.
To the middle, Duncan Anderson shoots one in there. Newman all over that puck, though, as he had good eyes on it right off the end of the stick.
Yeah, licking his chops up there was Duncan Anderson. He loves to get that puck there at the high slot and right around the top of the circles there. But once again, Newman, after that little bit of a mishap, has been pretty solid here so far since then.
Face off down here to the right, 5:13. So we're really into the end portion of this game. Right side, left side, passed off and tried to get the perfect one through there was Liver, and it heads back the other way into the zone. Swept on and covered up calmly by Jack Bell. And we kind of said when there was about, 18 minutes left, that this period would be a good indicator of how these guys can hang on Team Red and how Green can push the pace. And up until this point, Bell has certainly answered
the bell.
I'm glad you finished that one for me, Duder.
Oh, you know how my brain works.
Yep, little layup for you. And up to this point, I believe the rest of the Red team has played pretty good. Not too many chances. They obviously had a big penalty kill in the middle of the period, but still 2-goal deficit, 4:42 to go. 1 goal here would put Green right back in it, but a lead pass to the middle. Newman on top of it and calm again. Over to the right, Anderson tries to get that by. Into the feet, slows down. Quay McDonald now with it. McDonald down here in front, into the zone. McDonald cuts around, low shot, goes wide. Picked up by Fenwick McLean. Fenwick back to Hocko. Hocko in behind, Gerard. Gerard along the end wall. Fished out of there by Fenwick McLean. Fenwick finds some open room and he'll chase after his own puck. Is good pressure coming in there by McLeod. Chipped by on the left side and now gonna have to take an angle to it. Hocko's got the chance, but it's off the end of the stick into the bench.
I would have liked to see, that puck right in front of the Green bench. Talk to your teammate there. Turned around, panic play a little bit, try to get rid of it right away. Probably had more time, way more time actually than he probably originally thought, and he would have been in a good spot there to just turn that puck up, get the red line, get it deep, and then get a change. Of course, it's easy for us to see. We're looking from the other angle, but, with 18 guys standing in front of you there, you got to assume one of them's going to say something.
Down the right side, into the zone, River Welsh. Rage forward, puts one through the blue paint as it comes across for Hoyt. Hoyt looking for a lead. It goes into the feet and will be bounced into the left side. Cole Rogers got that off to Scotland, turned over to the middle. Tremblay with a pass, shot in there tight, and the save made, and a golden opportunity from the slot there for Evan McIntosh.
That's a tough giveaway there for Oliver Scotland. Free delivery there through the middle. And if you're F3 and you're coming through, that's your hope, is that puck comes through on one of those errant passes. I know what he was trying to do was trying to spread it out, but you got to be careful here, especially with a 2-goal lead late in this game.
And Tremblay is a puck mover there off the right side, so if he's going to pick it up, there's a good chance. A chance is coming out of it. And right there, a golden chance, but bailed out there by Jack Bell, and number 87 has been impressive, and I'd say the goaltender's probably been the most impressive part of this game.
I would have to agree. especially even right through the second period on here. Both sets of goaltenders, and no, all the goaltenders have played well, but real sharp here in the second and third period for these young netminders.
In along the right side. Bottomley tries to reverse behind the back, 2:40 to go. Picked up down low, centering pass, holding and losing it behind Guinish. Guinish gets it over to Tremblay. Tremblay through the middle, gets the pass off. Picked up Guinish, just trying to stay on side there. Evan McIntosh, the foot can't drag, and we get the whistle. 2:23 now, and a chance for full-scale line changes and a push from the last couple lines.
I like that line there for Team Red. Hood, Welsh, and Bottomley. A little bit of mixture of all kinds of things. The speed and skill of Welsh, the tenacity of Bottomley, and Hunter Hood just a workhorse down there on that puck. I don't think anybody understands angling quite as good as Mr. Hunter Hood, as he's always getting himself on the defensive side of the puck and just kind of never really a big hit from Hood. A little separation and real smart at takeaways, so forcing turnovers down there for his line, so a pretty good shift there from Team Red.
Hunter Hood's the type of guy where you play Valley and you kind of know at one point or another Hood's going to be making a play or it's going to be a problem game in and game out. I always feel like when a Valley team is playing, you're saying his name a lot. And a perfect complementary player, like you said, real smart, and that's just perfect when you've got a couple guys like the other two you mentioned who are maybe a little more run and gun, use that speed.
And the guy like Hood, too, every now and then, you know, he's a great player, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not, but he's one of those guys that kind of goes undercover. You know, you look at the game sheet towards the end of the game, he's got 4 or 5 points, and you're thinking, geez, I don't remember him burning me out there, but he comes away with 4 points. And I think of one game in particular in Cole Harbour this season where just every time he touched the puck, he made something happen. He got out of there with 4 goals and a couple assists, and it was a real good game from Hood there, and that's just part of what makes him great.
Down behind, Duncan Anderson. Anderson getting pressured as we're into our last 90 seconds, so last chances here in Game 2 to make an impression.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for another one. Swept around, and good tidy work there by Sinclair to get a pass off. Up the right side, looking for a lead, and Carver waiting too long. Nice job by Smith to just identify. I'm not going to get an interference here, so time to lay the body early. Down the right side corner, 1:06 to go. It's down there, battled for. Just trying to throw the bodies around there now. Ran off into the wall by Burcham. 55 seconds to go. None of those players down there afraid of a board battle, dudes.
No, that's one thing we've seen from this age group is there hasn't been a whole lot of shine away from any of the physicality.
Down to the right side. Sam Ryan couldn't get that to work as Smith picks it up. Smith into the glove, turned over to Burcham. Now he's looking for something late. Sam Ryan trying to catch numbers up into the zone. Shot high and nutmegs him, but just too high off the right corner. 18 seconds in along the end boards. Bounces back to Burcham. Burcham shot in behind, looking for the rebound, and a pad save again. Bell on top of it with 5 seconds to go. A chop there by Fenwick, a push there by Normore, and the whistle goes 4.4. This will probably be our last drop. Any final thoughts here, dudes, on game number 2?
Not in the game as a whole as of this second. I'm kind of caught up on that play back there behind the net from Fenwick McLean. I've certainly been there, and a lot of people watching have, where for some reason you just can't get that puck off the back of the net, and eventually you just get frustrated with the net and he whacks at it. But pretty good pushback from Green, but they're just going to come up a little bit short here, so lots of good things coming from that game.
Team Red hanging on for the finish here despite the Green pushing and a couple momentum swings. But that'll finish us off here in game number 2. So thanks for tuning in once again to High Button Sports. The pleasure is all ours as always. And Jeff Warburton, dudes, signing off here, game number 2. We'll see you tomorrow night, folks.